I Oh yes, and I have about like two lessons in a week, but it's just e-learning and online learning, so I don't have to be in the city to study. I can go home and study online.
Mm. Uh, when will you return to the city?
Well, I think is will be in the evening of Wednesday.
Wednesday evening. Okay.
Yes.
Is it comfortable to travel from your hometown to the big city?
Actually, it's no, because we have to travel in uh coach, and even though it's not very crowded, but sitting on that on sitting in one position for many hours just make me feel tired and exhausted.
How long does it take you to travel to that place at
I
night?
think it's about 6 hours.
Okay. And how can you commute between the the station, the bus station to your accommodation?
Oh, so the coach just drive me to my house directly. We don't have to wait or take a Grab driver to drive me home. They drive me to the accommodation.
Okay. Do you often travel for in your free time or on occasion, special occasion? Yeah.
Uh, do I often what?
Often travel in your free time, or do you often travel to another place for entertainment
Uh,
when on special occasion?
yes. So I'm a very like easygoing person. So I go out a lot, but it's just when I was still in my hometown. When I moved to the city, I think the traffic is horrible, crowded. So I don't go out often as I used to in my hometown.
Is it convenient for you to travel among um is it easy for you to travel uh, from your hometown to other cities in Vietnam?
Uh, so it's kind of easy nowadays when we have uh uh, the the coach to drive you wherever you want, and even but when I have to like travel to big city like Hà Nẵng or Đà Nẵng or Hà Nội, we have to I have to go to the Phan Thiết city to catch a plane, or else I just use the coach to travel to some current city around.
Actually, Phan Thiết Airport is in um, the airport is in what? This means the airport project isn't finished, so
Oh,
we
gì hay gì
won't
hay.
use we won't use that airport until 2 or 3 years later. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, okay, okay.
so look at this one. That's to me attraction,
Attraction,
cancellation,
cancellation,
custom,
custom,
integrate,
indirect,
offend.
offend.
Okay, so someone who lives in the area you are talking about.
Oh, someone who lives in the area you are talking about.
Yeah, so which word in on the list here? 1 to 10. Which word
Mm.
refers to the person in your area?
Oh, so think is it native?
Yeah, right. Let's try. This person, right? Only one person. Mm. Native is adjective. No, it's not. If you say native, it's okay. With sound native, it means one. So which one refer to only one person?
Oh, so is it a local?
Correct. Okay. The next
Mhm.
one.
Yes.
The first
So
language that you learned when you are a child.
is mother tongue.
Okay. Habit or tradition.
Oh, is uh custom.
Correct. No. To become
Mhm.
part of a group of society or to have someone do this.
Is integrate.
Integrate. Correct. To
Mhm.
make someone upset or angry.
Is offend.
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 Offend. To give all your attention to something that you are doing.
Is focus on.
Correct. Relating to the people who live in the country first before other people took control of it.
Oh, before. Oh, is it cancellation?
You lived in that country first, and then the other come to your country and uh, evade, evade. Um,
Ah.
yeah,
Oh, so is it? So it's native.
native. Uh, they entered your country and they control your country. So first,
Oh.
you are a native.
Mm.
A place that people visit for pleasure and interest, usually while they are on holiday.
Is attraction.
Attraction, yeah, attraction. The act of stopping something that was going to happen and stop in order for something.
Is cancellation.
Correct. So it's mean the last one with the sentence, please. The way.
Yes, it is the way you move your body, showing people what you're feeling is body language.
Mhm. Okay. In your daily life, do you often use body language?
Yes, I use body language a lot because I don't have so much words that can express my feelings, but the language can.
Okay. So, um, in what situation you would use the body language more often? First, speak to someone in your mother tongue or in a second language, in a foreign language. Which one makes, which situation that make you use the body language more often?
So I think I just use body language in both situations. But if I'm talking to a foreigner or something and they cannot understand what I'm talking about, I think I use body language. Or even if I'm talking to my friends, she's Vietnamese too. I also use body language because I don't think she completely understand what I'm talking about.
Okay. How often do you use your facial expression?
Oh,
Facial expression and in
like
facial, yeah,
yes, yes.
uh,
So
facial
um,
expression. Mhm.
so I think that I used facial expression like every time I talk to someone, even if I'm just like reading or listening to something, I also use my facial expression.
Do you think your mother tongue is the difficult language to learn or is easy in compared, I mean, in case of, okay,
So
when
uh,
compared to other languages, do you think your mother tongue is easy or difficult to learn?
Nah, I think that Vietnamese is kind of like easy, because we are using the ABC alphabet. It's not like Korean or Japanese or Chinese that they use a different of alphabet. So I think Vietnamese is kind of easy, just like Spanish or English.
So it's easy to read the word or easy to pronounce and use it in context. I mean, the grammar, the pronunciation and grammar are easy, or you mean we don't need the IPA?
Yes, so I think that about the pronunciation is kind of like hard because we have some stress, and about the grammar I think it's easy because we don't have to like split the verb just like in English.
Okay. So, what what tourist attraction would you want to visit at the end of this year?
Yes, so I think if I can afford for the trip, I think I'll go to Hội An because it's very famous, and I heard that there are some planning for the attraction this year, so I think I'll visit Hội An.
So have you ever watched some videos advertising Hội An on social media?
Yes, I have a lot.
Okay. I I have been to Hội An twice, and actually, I think the first time I saw the scenery, especially at night, it's really wonderful and magnificent. When I saw the boat driving in the middle of the water and with a lot of colorful lanterns. And of course, the weather at that time was also nice and comfortable. For the second time I went there, I think it's just normal. It's just a normal place. And the thing I don't like it is that, of course, the food and drinks there are very expensive. Maybe two or three fold uh,
Oh,
higher than the normal price. So do you think
oh.
the tourist attractions in other tourist attractions and the price of everything are higher than usual? Do you think it is acceptable?
Mm, I think it's only acceptable when it's like some kind of special occasion, but if they are just like normal day, I don't think it's like reasonable. Mm.
um, have you ever offended someone or someone offended you?
Uh, I think that I don't think I have ever like offended someone, but maybe someone did that to me before, but I'm not sure if they are like they were serious or what. I can not sure.
Okay, move to this one.
Sorry.
Move to the next part. Huh? Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Avoid the queues. The queues is mean the people stand in the long line. So we say the queue and queues, the queues. Avoid the queues. When you go to the supermarket, are you willing to stand in line or you try to find a way to avoid the queues? Queues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queues mean the people you go to the supermarket and the people need to wait for until their turn for the billing. So they
Mhm.
stand in the queue. It means stand in line. Line is mean
Uh,
queues. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, when you go shopping in the supermarket for some food and drink or from daily necessary products, are you willing to wait in line, or you try to avoid the queues?
Oh, yes. So I think that if the supermarket is too like crowded, I think I will be in the line. But if like it's not so crowded and yes, it's not so crowded, then I will like avoid the queue. Maybe I will find something else to buy and wait for the line to go away.
Okay. Uh, do you think do you think that you would choose another time where there are less customers shopping in the supermarket? I mean, for example, I know that people often go to work during the daytime, and they have free time at night. They take their family to the supermarket for shopping. So from 7 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. Is the peak hours that you definitely need to wait in the queues. At
Uh,
that time, I choose to go to the supermarket at earlier time, such as in the morning or 2 or 3 p.m. because at that time, people mostly go to school or go to work.
oh. So if I think that if like I kind of like the crowded feeling in the supermarket because it looks like I don't know why, but I just feel like the supermarket should be crowded like that. And about waiting in the line to buy something, because you know I don't usually buy something in the supermarket. I just buy them outside at the grocery or at market. But if I'm like I have a occasion to go in the supermarket, I just want to enjoy the feeling there. So I will not mind if there are like too many people in the supermarket.
Yeah, the next phrase, memorize a few useful phrases. Phrases. So, uh, when you have a chance to visit another country that you don't know their language, you don't know how to communicate in their language. So would you think that you use the Google Translation every time you ask people for help on the road or in another public places, or you try to bring a book with you and try to memorize a few useful phrases that can be used in some situations on your road?
Uh, yes, so definitely I will bring a book with me because when we talk to stranger, well, I don't think I cannot make sure that they are willing to answer me or will they like angry at me or something. So I I'm not there. I'm not there to ask the stranger there. I will just take my book with me or I will like Google the problem so that I can find a solution for it.
As far as I know, in the past, it was really popular for someone to bought and brought a book along with them when they travel to another city or another country would require them to use another language different from their mother tongue. Nowadays, with the popularity of the social media, including the internet connection, and the convenience of uh, smartphone, people would prefer to bring a phone with the um, translation application stored on their phone. So, do you think that bringing a book and using a smartphone, which one is more convenient and faster?
Yes, so it's definitely the smartphone because it's portable and yeah, it's portable.
Would you feel shy when you speak to someone in another foreign country and you make the mistakes? Would you feel shy?
Yes, a little bit, but it feels like it's kind of normal because we are like the tourists, and of course we don't know a lot, and if I make a mistake, I just feel shy at first, then I will just like ignore it, ignore that feeling.
Do you think that when we travel to another country and we don't know how to speak their mother tongue as well as we need, and then people in that country will laugh at you, or
Oh,
they just try to understand what you are saying?
oh, I'm not sure, but I think that laughing at someone who are like the who not who don't speak your language is like kind of mean, and I don't think people these days uh would do that.
Actually, just people in Vietnam who are so idle and had so much free time, so they pay much attention on a person when they try to use a foreign language because they want to show their ability of comprehend a language. When you move to another country, if you can speak their mother tongue a little bit, it's really good, and they appreciate that. They don't think they wouldn't pay attention to your grammar mistake or pronunciation as long as they can understand you when they reach the communication purpose. So that's the point. It's different from Vietnamese people. I think there's a problem in their mind of the Vietnamese people. Not all, but some of them.
Oh,
Okay, tell me, tell me what make uh, ruin your trip?
oh,
The weather,
so
the
mm,
language. Yeah.
yes, so I think that it would be about um the the traveling experience, like about um, the things that I'm driving, or the things that travel me to the places, because I um I don't like the feeling to sit in to I don't like the feeling sitting on a coach or a bus to travel to somewhere, because it makes me like dizzy and have a headache. So
Okay.
mm,
If you don't have enough money to afford several last day of your trip, so do you think that would destroy your enjoyable experience during the trip, or money doesn't matter? You can find another way uh, to enjoy and gain more better experience, gain better experience without
oh,
money.
oh. So yeah, I think that maybe if we talk about like going outside, I don't think money would be a problem anymore, because the main purpose of going out is like to gain new experience, to learn new things. So yeah, I would not mind about the money. If that things is good for me, I will do my best to enjoy it.
Okay. Get frustrated. This means you feel extremely angry, disappointed, extremely sad. Okay. Get
Oh,
frustrated, disappointed. It's higher than disappointed. Frustrated.
oh,
Tell me one experience during the trip that make you frustrated. For example, you come across a bad person, or you carelessly uh, buy some kind of horrible food, maybe, or another maybe kind of travels uh, the, the the service provided by the travel agency.
So yeah, if talking about something that make me angry, I think it would be about maybe about a robbery, because like going out, and I think I will bring a lot of money to go with me, to so that I can like buy the food or the souvenirs I want, and some kind of person just come across me and steal all my money. I think I would be so frustrated.
So, so you mean that when you travel, you would bring a lot of money, or nowadays it's already more and more popular for people to use bank transfer, use their phone to transfer money, to conduct the transaction.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I think that I would just use the cash, because if I'm traveling to another like city, no, no, another country, I'm not sure that they know about the bank I'm using, and
Mm.
yeah, so I think cash is just the easiest ways.
Okay, in terms of traveling to another country, you have two options. The first one, go to the bank for exchange using their country's currency. The second one, you try to register the bank service in your country to use their service of Visa card, which can allow you to use to conduct the transactions because there is the interconnection between among the banks nowadays. For example, you can use Momo or different banks already offer some kind of visual card that you can transfer money to some countries, such as in Thailand, um, Korea, and China. I'm not sure about the other countries, but actually nowadays you can use completely they would say the Mastercard. Mastercard. That's kind of credit card. Credit card. You have the credit card and debit card. Do you remember the difference between the credit card and the debit card?
Yes.
This one, what does it mean? How can we use
Uh,
that?
I think that a credit card is like something that you put your money in it, and the debit card is like the card that will lend you money.
Mm. Actually, it's an opposite. Credit card. Credit card is the card that you use first and then you return the money you owe from the bank at the end of each month. And debit
Oh,
card, you have your money in your bank account and you just can use the money, the money, the amount of money have on you have in the bank account of the credit card. The Vietnamese meaning a little confusing, like this one. Um, but actually, this card that I am using, you just can spend the money. That the money we have the balance. Okay, you use
mm,
the balance in your account. You cannot use sit in the bank balance, account balance, and a credit card. No money in the card, but you can use and return to the money at the end of the month. If you return the money later than required, you need to pay for the uh, the additional charge. And the Mastercard is kind of credit card. But with the Mastercard, for example, for the credit card, you can use that as I just mentioned in your country. And for the Mastercard, you need to pay a higher yearly fee to maintain using this card. And the
oh,
benefits is that you can use this card to different countries. Yeah,
oh.
Mastercard. Of course, the annual fee is higher than the normal credit card. Okay, that would be all
Um,
right. Okay. So be tempted to shout in your mother tongue. Be tempted. Be tempted is means something that you know the word manipulate.
no, no, no.
Okay. Manipulate. You try to use all your tricks, your method, and you can control other people's thoughts, and you can stimulate them to follow what you want them to do. Manipulate. Do you know Anna Bắc Dương?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. For example, you are my friend, but actually I'm a bad person. So every time I want you to do something as I require, I would try to manipulate your thought, and I make you think that it's true and you need to follow. Manipulate.
Oh, uh,
What does it mean? Can
is
you
it
use
yes, thao túng tâm lý?
correct? Correct.
Ừ.
So manipulate and
Ừ.
be tempted to that. Be tempted to that. A little similar to manipulate, but no one manipulates you. In this situation, it's a less a lower level that you cannot resist from doing that. Sometimes you feel like you are attracted. You cannot control your feeling. You cannot control your feeling. You feel like you need to do that at that time. For example, sometimes you live in the room and there's a ghost power that can manipulate you, and you are tempted to shout. You are tempted to shout. You cannot resist from that
Oh,
situation. You just can. It feel like someone asks you to do that, you do that, and then you be tempted to shout. It means you are likely to do that. Be tempted to shout. Okay, so be tempted. Mm. In Vietnamese, we would say this one. It means you
oh,
cannot resist. You cannot resist from that. You just follow, 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 and follow. Okay.
ừ, ừ, ừ,
In which situation you are tempted to shout?
ừ.
For example, you shout happily, you shout crazily, and you shout uh, painfully. Okay, tell me three examples of the situations. You shout happily, excitedly, shout painfully, and shout. I forgot this one. I just tell you three examples: happily, painfully, and okay. Give me two situations, two examples.
Oh, so yeah, I think that in a situation that maybe if I'm like traveling outside and someone just came across me and they like a foreigner maybe and they ask me about something, if like and they can answer their question, I think I would be so happy. And yeah, maybe I will like be tempted to shout happily because like I'm
Mhm.
helping a stranger and it's especially a foreigner.
Yeah. So when do people shout painfully?
Mm.
Are tempted to shout painfully?
So yeah, I think that it's like people that they are like they got stolen or they just got tricked by someone else and they lost something that are important to them. So
Mm,
they shout painfully.
mm, mm. Would you shout when you see your friend for a long time? Uh, that I mean, uh, you you see a friend after a very long time since the last time you saw her, maybe 10 or 15 years.
Oh, yes, I think I would sound like loudly because it's like a happy feeling to meet that friends again in a long time, and yeah, just the emotion just come out like that. I think I would like shout loudly.
So when you shout loudly, you would shout in your mother tongue or in the language that the person you want to express your emotion. It mean depends on uh, the partner's language.
Yes, so I think that I would just like shout in my language because it's the true feeling, and at that time I cannot think about translated or something else. I just know that I'm happy to see them, and it's like natural activities that I shout in my language.
It's just a natural reaction. uh,
Yes.
Reaction. Uh,
Yes.
so I have another question. I am curious about why when a Vietnamese person often say, "Oh my gosh, oh my god, oh my god," like this one, even they are talking to a Vietnamese person, talking to the people in the same country using the same mother language. So do you think that's in that situation, just because that become their familiar reaction and become their habit when they express their surprise, or they really want to show other people to see their ability in foreign language?
Yes, so I remember that was oh my God was trained in the the year before when is like it's a praise that happens that appears a lot in pop music videos, and
Mm.
like it's become a trend in the young generation, and they just use it more often than like ôi má ơi hay là ôi trời ơi, just like that. They use
Mm.
oh my God because it's a trend.
I mean, they a trend or a chant?
It's a trendy.
Trend. Is it a trend? Trend. Remember that. Okay,
Mm-mm.
trend. I mean, they say, "Oh my gosh," but they don't say "Oh my," but they say "Oh my God." Even they are talking to Vietnamese person.
No.
For
Yeah.
example, when you talk to your friend, would you say "Oh my," or would you say "Oh my gosh"?
Yes, I would prefer ôi má ơi more because it's like it can express my feeling more, and oh my
Mm.
gosh, it's just something that the young generation used to, maybe they want to like show off something, like they
Mm.
want people to know that yeah, I know this word, I know that phrase, just like that.
Mm.
And
Mm.
yeah, that's why they use oh my God more.
So what in that situation, people talking to the other people also in the same country, the one who share the same mother tongue, but they wouldn't
Mm.
use their language. Just in normal daily conversation, not in the situation like I and you are practicing studying English. It's a difference. We try to practice. It's different. I don't mean this situation. I mean, in the situation that they just use their mother tongue talking to each other, and sometimes they just use some phrases to express their emotion, and they shout in the second, the not the second, the foreign language. Is there any bad bias in that situation, or just it's just normal?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like normal these days, but to me personally, I don't think it's something that good because I get annoyed when someone talking to me and they trying to mention something like English when they can just say it in Vietnamese. I will like feel like annoyed a bit, like why don't they just use the Vietnamese? Like, what are they trying to show off? Something. So I would,
Mm.
well, me personally, I would get really upset.
Mm. Nowadays, with the development and advancement of technology, do you think it's easier or just it's easier or normal to integrate for the people to integrate in the modern world?
Yes.
Integrate
So
the modern world, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I think that is, of course, is easier for people to integrate here, to integrate to the modern world, because we have to catch the flow here in like the big city, because
Mm.
if we don't, we will become like an old-fashioned people, and we will like we will be left behind. So we have to catch up. Uh,
Um, Talking about traveling to another place, both in another foreign country or and in other provinces within our country. Even in the same country, in Vietnam, different provinces share different didn't share any similar customs. I mean, different places have different customs, different traditions, different cultural activities.
mm,
So when you travel to another place in within your country and in another country, do you think how important is it to understand other places' customs?
yes, so I think it would be like it's very important to understand their culture, and of course we have to like respect it, even if it's like different a lot from our custom, our nature, our tradition in the hometown. But if we traveling outside, we have to respect it and maybe follow it.
Mm. And do you think sometimes just because of not understanding the custom or the culture of that place, so we carelessly offend the local theirs, and then this can result in uh, even much serious problems?
Yes, sometimes even though we just like we didn't do that on purpose, but it it affects the people there, and it can cause many serious problems. But is I think it's no one's fault, because we don't know that, and it's just like the people there, they simply feel offended, but it's not our
Mm.
fault. So
Mm.
yeah.
And actually, sometimes if we move to another places to another place for maybe for a tour for a holiday or vacation, we carelessly come into a society, social gangs, evil gangs, gangs.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and then uh, we don't intentionally offend them, but the way we talk to them make them misunderstand our meaning, and then we got into trouble. Ah, okay.
Mm.
So at that time, what would you do? Would you try to explain, or you just say sorry about that, or you would think the best to avoid that situation before you make the trip to that place, you need to have a better understanding about the custom and try to make a list of something we need to avoid not doing during the trip.
So yeah, I think if I have a plan to visit somewhere, I think that I would like um find some information about that place before. And if I like accidentally get in trouble with the people there, I will say sorry first. Then I'll try to explain my mistake. and yeah, I will like convince them to let them know that I'm just a careless person, and I didn't say that or I didn't do that on purpose. Yeah, I will like do anything to avoid the problem.
Now you read the first paragraph A and choose the most suitable heading. Okay, 1 minute.
Mm.
Do you bring book?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So which one, A, B, or C?
Yes is C.
Mm, incorrect. Which word match with the verb best time of day?
Uh,
Tourist.
is uh is get up early.
Mm. And
And uh,
yeah, see all the best attractions. Now we turn to the next page. We continue with paragraph B and C.
oh, okay,
Okay,
okay.
so B, which one for B? Do not worry about making mistakes, making an effort, make an effort with the language. Your pronunciation is not important.
Oh, I think is like do not worry about making mistakes.
Correct? I'm sorry. Do not worry about making mistakes. Do
Mm-mm.
not worry. Do not worry is this one, right? You should not worry about this one, but. This is only one phrase, one
Mm.
tips. So they have two tips. The first one, memorize. Second, not worry, but
Mm.
practice. Ah, so there are two one, this one and this one. So do not worry about mistake. It's the detail in the paragraph, not the heading, not the main idea. Ah, so choose another one.
Oh, so it's B.
B, yeah, B the main idea because it's suitable for both memorizing and practice. Ah, okay. Remember, we choose the heading. So sometimes there is the detail in the paragraph. It's just a detail to one minor idea, not the main idea. So heading is the main idea. For about number
Mm.
4, delays and cancellations, be relaxed. If things do not go to plan, and use body language.
Yes, so it's gonna be B.
Body language. B, be relaxed.
Yes, yes.
Um,
B, B.
so which one? Which one?
Um, I
Keyword.
I see that they're talking about uh you will have a better trip if you are prepared for plans and um
Mm,
yes,
yeah.
and that's it.
Okay. And able to see the funny side if things go wrong.
Oh.
Okay. Mm. And this one just one detail and body language just one detail. So this is the
Mm-mm.
main idea. So main idea first at the first of the paragraph, at the beginning and then at the end of the paragraph. So B is the correct answer.
Mm-mm.
Exercise 5. Um, when I was some years ago, we went to the happy. So we continue. We review some. Incredible. Incredible is the positive meaning or negative meaning?
It's positive.
Positive. So if we would say one incredible train journey, can you imagine one incredible train journey?
Yeah, I think it's like super comfortable or amazing.
Mm, okay. Memorable journey. So every journey you make in your life is a memorable journey or just some of them. Some of them should be remembered and some of them should be deleted out of your memory.
Yes, so I think it's just only some of them because there are like some awkward situation that can happen in the journey, and yeah, maybe we should forget that.
Okay. What if you made a mistake and you learn from experience from the mistake? Life is too short to learn on the mistake. So for the good things, we it's become the memorable experience. That how about the bad thing? Do you think bad thing just had negative effects on your life, or sometimes somehow it's really benefits our next journey?
Yes, so yeah, it's kind of like patterns is like kind of useful somehow because it helps us to gain more experience and to learn something so that we can prepare for the next trip. But maybe I will just like avoid as much bad things as possible.
Okay, and I will use your idea of the previous one that something that is horrible and affects your life, we should be forgot, delete that, kick it
Mm-hmm.
out of our our world. And sometimes, if the bad experience really benefits and provide you more experience, and that would be the thing. I mean, there's some bad experience benefits and some uh, have some are disadvantages. So, in my opinion, for the of course it's the mistake, but it's really benefits the next journey. I would remember our mistake to have first avoid the similar mistake and avoid the similar trouble for the near future. And for some experience that make us uh, obsessed or frustrated and affect our mood, affect our life, we can delete that. Okay.
Mm.
Soldier and convicts. Uh, so soldiers, who are soldiers? Sorry, convicts. Soldier and convicts. Soldiers. What does it mean, soldiers?
So it's the people that work in the military.
Military,
Military.
military, military. And convicts is mean the prisoner.
Oh.
Yeah, prisoner. So, what if one day you travel on the road and you realize that the person that riding a vehicle near you is the convict that you already see on the newspaper. before. So how would you react? Try to keep far away from that person or something else?
Oh yes, so if like I'm traveling to another country and I see some prisoner outside, maybe if I'm like near the police station, I will trying to reach them and tell them about what I saw. But if like
Mm.
I'm in a far away far a place that far away from the city center or from the police station, I will just like keep quiet and walk away because I don't want
Mm.
to get into trouble or something.
Mm. Okay. What if you had another experience such as this is the roadside and uh, I mean, mm, for example, there are two lanes on the road and you are riding your motorbike here and looking in the mirror of the motorbike and you realize that someone seems to ride behind you that's kind of trace you
Oh.
and you think that person uh that person's experience no appearance is like the bad person, so how would you react at that time?
I guess so. I will trying to like drive my vehicle to some crowded places, or I will
Mm.
just stop at a shop nearby and
Oh.
go inside.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So that time, look around and find uh, whether or not there is a store. Uh, it doesn't matter how big or small the store is. Just look for any store nearby and stop by. Pretend uh, to pretend to buy something or have something to do out at the store. Okay, we say stop by. This means visit. Visit.
And, and
Okay, the next one, conscripted. Huh. Conscripted. Conscripted. Uh, a man in our country, when they are 18 and they don't go to school, okay, from 18 to 25, they are
uh,
conscripted to join the military.
ah,
Yeah, so what does it mean?
uh, is triệu tập.
Triệu tập, but for to join, they are forced to join the military. And any
Ah,
word in Vietnamese suitable for this situation? Forced, forced into the military service. Ha, military service.
I just forgot that word. The only thing I can remember is triệu tập.
Nghe nhập ngũ.
Oh,
Um, so they conscripted, be forced into the military service. Uh, do you think uh, it's uh, it's necessary for the country to ask all the men, no matter how healthy they are, to be conscripted, uh, to be conscripted to serve the country.
ah.
It depends on their family background and their medical condition.
Yes, so I think the like the army is necessary, but I don't think that we should like conscript every white man to join the military because we need men for other activities and other jobs. So they have to some of them should stay outside and study or work, but yeah, of course, the military is necessary, but I don't think all men should join it.
Okay. In some less developed country, because their military isn't strong enough to protect the country, especially when there is the war uh, near the border of the country. Do you think that the government should require the convicts uh, to be conscripted to have the country?
Yes, I think so, because they can ask they can ask the convicts to join the army, and if they do something good, they can it can help with their like it can decrease their time in the prison. So yeah, I think it's a necessary thing.
Hmm. Do you think that it is possible? Do you think it's possible that the convicts would, because they are convicts, so there is a bias about their personality, and personality, they would betray the country, they would do something wrong, harmful to the country.
Yes, so I think some of them are just like they have that thought in them, that thinking in their mind, and I think the government should do some therapy for them first, and to see if they are like willing to serve the country, or else they just don't do not use the convicts.
Mm. Okay, so the government should let them undergo the um, psychological test and physical test.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if they are strong enough to join the military, they are qualified enough to uh, to 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 join the army and the war. They have good performance physically, but if there's a problem with their psychology, or maybe they have wrong awareness about their responsibility towards the country. So do you think the government can teach them, change their mind and change their attitude, or the country should stop that intention? I mean, even they are good enough physically, but the government shouldn't include them in the military because sometimes it's harmful to the country because their mindset.
Yes, so yeah, I think that if the the prisoner is not suitable for the country, then we just do not use them, because we cannot tell if if that person would make something that bad for the country. So the best way is not use them, to avoid any mistake.
Mm. Okay. Look at the picture. There is a train and the railway. So, do you know that your country has the uh, big train system, or just the train just can be used in several places, several parts of the country?
Uh, well, I don't think I know much about the train, but we have train system that go from the north area to the south area, but maybe
Mhm.
in parts, not in one.
Mhm. In parts, not in one.
Yes, it's like separated.
Um, so, according to my knowledge, there is a really big railway system in Vietnam from the north to the south. Of
Um,
course, it's not operates in every province in Vietnam, but for some in the main routes, you can travel from uh, the north, maybe Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City. So for the provinces near Ho Chi Minh City, such as the western provinces, so people would take another uh, transport. This means travel from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City by train, and then they take the second transport, means of transport to continue their journey. Do you think it would be convenient and beneficial for the citizen to take a train from the north to the south of Vietnam?
So yeah, I think about I don't think it's convenient at all because I heard that we have to spend about 2 days to go from the north to the south, and it's better if we use a plane. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but it's like it's save the time, and even like yeah, it's more comfortable. So if you can, you should afford a flight if you go from south to north.
Yeah, so it depends on your amount of time, your financial condition, and your purpose. Of course, train is the most convenient way for you to travel over the long distance, especially from uh, the north to the south of Vietnam, which approximately takes you 2 or 3 days to get to your destination. But it's really somehow it's actually um, useful for someone who cannot afford the plane
Oh.
tickets. Okay, uh, tech technology, technological marvel, technological marvel. It means the marvel here is mean the wonder, something that is wonderful, and they mention about the advancements in technology. Ha.
Oh.
So
Mm-mm.
technological marvel. Uh, okay, tell me the maybe only two big benefits that people gain from technological marvel in the modern world.
Yes, so the first one is about the information resources. Like we um in every era of the human society, we have to
Mm,
learn and to practice. So I think knowledge is like the compulsory thing, and the technological marvel in the modern life to make that easier for us to learn
mm,
something, to know more about something. And that's the
mm,
first one. And
mm,
the second one is that about uh, yes, is about connecting to other people, to other
mm,
country. Like is
mm,
in the past the we have to use like old-fashioned methods to
mm,
send letters or to send message, but in the present is easier for us to connect to someone in the far distance, and
mm.
even for a further purpose, like you work in or you yes, and you work like in the business is
Mm,
easier nowadays to work with foreigners, and
yeah,
yes.
yeah. And also in the political activities, like the head of the countries can connect with each other through the broadcast, uh, and
Mm.
they sometimes because of the inconvenience, maybe the time or some emergency, the the government, the president of each country can connect with each other. So it's also connect people in different industries such as education and business, that also have to build a strong connection, strong relationship, friendship among the countries. Okay, this word. Sabotage. Sabotage. Uh, sabotage. Okay.
Um,
Sabot or so sabotage. Sabotage just mean destroy.
oh,
Destroy. Okay. So what's destroyed? Um, for example, we just mentioned the technological marvel brings a lot of benefits to the human being. Uh,
mm,
is there any negative side that uh, technological marvel um, unintentionally sabotage the human being?
yes. So, there's a like, uh, yeah, there's something just like, um, our generation, the kids, the teenager generation, they get to they get access to the internet like in
Mm,
their early age, and they
mm,
can post anything on the internet, and
mm,
somehow the teenagers get to that kind of information, and it's bad for them, so it affects them a lot, especially in that kind of age when they need to learn more about the world and learn how
mm,
to complete
mm,
their self, so they
mm,
get distracted. That
mm,
they get yes, they get distracted by the bad information online,
mm,
and they
mm,
become a bad person or something.
mm. Okay. So apart from the technological wonders, when it was invented in the human being until now, um, bringing a lot of benefits to the human world, make our life, facilitate our life, and bring the human being to the higher uh, position in the human history. But it also uh, creates some um, negative effects, such as sabotage the younger generation, as you just mentioned.
Mm.
So, do you have any assessment about that? That even something is really good in purpose, it still somehow creates the negative effects. So, how would we control that one? Like, for example, phone is good for people to contact, but it still harm the people. So, what should we do to balance?
So yeah, I think that the government should do some kind of um, campaigns to raise people awareness about the information online. So
Mm,
the government should tell us what is bad and what should we avoid. But of course, is more about the self awareness. We have
mm,
to like be well informed enough to know that which is bad and which is good for us. So I think all we have to do is about awareness.
okay. Um, So if something happens because of the poor awareness from the citizen, uh, some people are good enough to be aware what they should do to protect themselves and benefit the country. But some people who do something wrong against the country, against the law, because they have poor awareness. So the government should empathize for someone, empathize for someone who did something wrong because of their poor awareness, or government should impose some strict regulations to punish them.
So yeah, if they like they do that not on purpose, I think the government should like um should uh then I think the government should not fine them because they are just like they don't know about that, and they if they feel like um the government is gonna fine them about what they have done, I think they will fix the mistake and they will not do that again. But the most important part is that the government should like maybe teach them about that first.
Mhm. Give them a chance to train when they made the first mistake, and for the second time, of course, apply using punishment.
Yes, yes.
Okay. The next word, uh, carriage window. This is the carriage window. Do you know carriage?
No.
Okay. For the first word, carriage just means the kind of vehicles pulled by the horse.
Mm,
Like in the um Cinderella Cinderella travel to the ball, see the
mm,
prince
mm.
on in a carriage, so the carriage pulled by the horses. Okay,
Uh, uh,
carriage,
uh.
yeah. So in this word, it's not the horses vehicle. Carriage window is the kind of window of the train when you travel by the train, or in of course in the carriage too. You look through the window to see the beautiful sceneries outside the train. So this is the window of the train.
Oh,
Okay. Uh, so if you travel by train over the long distance, especially maybe particularly approximately 10 to 12 hours, would you spend that amount of time sleeping or looking through the carriage window?
yes. So if one day I take a train to travel, I think my purpose would be like enjoying the scenery. So yeah, I would take my hours to enjoying the beauty outside because we can sleep for later days. Yeah, and the time on train s- should be spending on the beauty outside.
Mm. If the train is operating at very high speed. This means that the scene through the window brings some effects like, oh, it's really move, it's really quickly. So would you feel dizzy if you enjoy the scenery outside at that speed? Speed.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm.
Of course, it would be so like dizzy and it will like um harm it will like hurt my vision, so yeah, just like stop looking at the window and maybe try to maybe read some book and wait
Mm.
for the train to move to somewhere else.
Mm. Okay. The first time when you travel from one place to a distant place, do you look through the window on the coach?
Yes, yes, because yeah, it's not like my first time and everything just feels weird to me, just feel
Mm,
new. So yeah, I
mm,
would look outside to enjoy
mm,
the scenery.
mm. This is homework for you. Remember to write down the vocabulary today, which I already sent to you on yellow, and then this is a written test. We practice using matching the heading with the paragraph.
Oh,
So don't look at this one. This is the test on page 70 and 71, but the question is on page 73.
oh yeah.
Okay, this one. Uh, maybe because of the design of the book, the layout. This one for the Trans-Siberian Railway. Uh, so match the heading and of course First, another exercise is this one, match the synonyms. This is really important for us to do matching.
Oh.
Maybe matching happens in particular and written text in general. Synonym is very important. So exercise
Mm.
10 and exercise 12 for you. Okay,
Mm.
we end the lesson now and see you next Friday.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, thank you.